Your name arrives like a sealed decree at midnight, wordless, yet it governs the hush in my chest. It moves through me as a rumor sworn true, a whisper with the weight of law. I feel it lodge beneath my ribs, steady as a drum, tender as candlelight shielding its own flame from the wind. I map the night with thoughts of you, charting constellations like a scribe in a lantern-lit room. Every star a word I have not yet dared to say, every breeze a rehearsal of your touch across the margin of my skin. You are not a chapter set between covers, you are the ink that makes my story legible, the script that overwrites doubt with meaning. Even with my eyes closed, I can make out your outline, vivid against the dark of my mind. Even with my hands empty, I feel the memory of your palm, as if it were a promise already kept. Silence itself holds the echo of your laughter, and I find myself speaking to the wind as though it were a messenger bird, hoping it will carry what my nerve has not yet delivered. In the stillness, my heart becomes a herald, beating your name again and again and again, an anthem I never wish to quiet. It is in the smallness of days that you arrive most fully, the steam rising from a warm mug while rain rehearses on the sill, the hush of twilight when dreams remember the door, the voice I hear even when I'm only listening to memory. I did not know time could bend until you stepped into it and drew each second into a golden filament between us. Thin, bright, unbreakable. Minutes taste sweeter with you. Hours grow lighter. When you're far, the day skims by too quickly. When you're near, it stretches long like sunlight on water. Loving you does not feel elected. It feels discovered, like a law the body always knew. I'd spend the moon without asking permission, and somehow I with you. You are the gravity in my sky, anchor and compass in the same breath, pulling without striving, guiding without noise. The world rushes into a blur around us, but you remain in precision. Color held, edges kind, a quiet brightness that does not dim. I want to tell you everything, even the unpolished parts, the thoughts that stumble, the fears I hide under my practiced smile. I want to point out the filigree in a passing cloud, share the first spoon of winter honey, feel the coarse comfort of sand between my toes with you, watching the horizon beside me. Ordinary life becomes lit from within when it includes your shadow next to mine. You don't need spectacle to feel like home. You simply are. Your laugh, your breath, the way my name sounds in your mouth makes a roof over me, a place I am meant to stay. Your eyes are not mere sight to me. They are a sky I enter willingly, and I do not pack a map. There is a reverence in the way you look at me, as though you recognize both the person I am and the one I am shaping toward. That gaze loosens old knots I hid away, replacing them with warmth and the surety that I am safe in this room with you. Your strength rarely raises its voice. It arrives like sunrise, on time, unafraid of clouds. I marvel at you, steady and tender, patient with edges, fierce where it matters. You return my belief not only in love, but in the felt magic of connection that resists explanation. Even your most ordinary words are weighted because of who speaks them. I keep your laughter as if it were a relic, tucked into the side chapel of memory for cold days when the world mistakes harshness for wisdom. You do not see the breadth of your own beauty when you're unguarded. That awareness shines. It is a kind light that reaches farther than you guess. Some treat forever like folklore. With you, it feels like a country I can point to on a map. I want not just your now. I want your years. The silver that will arrive kindly at your temples. The slow mornings where lids stick to cups and we lean into the quiet. The lazy weekends that teach us how to rest. The inside jokes that change shape, but not meaning. Let me be the one who knows the way you take your coffee without asking, and which song will lift you when the day doesn't. Let us make a life that isn't polished to brittleness, real, a little unruly, brave in its ordinary beauty, stitched with laughter, learning, and the low conversation of midnight lamps. I want the arguments if they make us better listeners. I want the reconciliations that taste of humility and proximity. The choosing again, not once, but as a practice. You are not a weather pattern skimming past. You are climate, a truth that stays. In you I can already recognize the partner you've been in 100 small mercies I almost missed. This feeling is no visitor. It roots deeper daily. It didn't take fanfare to claim me. A glance, a quiet touch, a soft, timely "Are you okay?" and doors opened in me I had long ago stopped trying to unlock. You teach me that love is not a series of heights to scale. It is a cadence. Consistency, presence, the modest liturgy of "I'm here with you," said a dozen different ways a day. With you I don't perform. I can be tired, messy, off-key, uncertain, and still be met fully. You keep a wide place for every version of me, even the rooms I have not yet had the courage to light. In that spaciousness, I learn the art of loving you better. When the road narrows, I imagine my fingers finding yours, and the tension thaws. I hear your voice and the noise of the day arranges itself into sense. Your eyes point me back to what matters and what does not. You are harbor. You are the shelter where weather can be weather, and still I am safe inside. You are the reason the word fate feels less like myth and more like a direction on the compass. I'm not wandering anymore. I'm not measuring my days against a question mark. I can feel the certainty in my bones, in the quiet between breaths, in the way every thinking path curves, sooner or later, back to you. When I inventory the moments that made me, your name sounds in them, echoing even in scenes from before we met, as if you were always backstage, cue in hand, waiting for the cue. Now that you have stepped into the light, everything before reads like a prelude, and everything ahead reads like a script we're brave enough to write together. There's a gentleness in you that quiets the parts of me that used to rattle their bars. You render clarity from my tangle, draw laughter from old aches, aim light toward the locked rooms I had stopped trying to open. Loving you is a greenhouse. You water what was dormant, and suddenly I am not only surviving, I am blooming in directions I'd forgotten to imagine. Our love does not sit still on a mantle. It breathes. It learns. It rebalances. I see it in the way we understand what isn't spoken, in the way our quiet together feels full, rather than hollow. The simplest glance from you carries the gravity of a vow. And still, there is more I carry to tell you. Unsent lines carefully folded, questions kept beneath the tongue. Waiting for the hour when the corridor is empty, the door clicks closed, and the only witnesses are our shadows crossing on the floor. There are keys I have not dared to use, and doors I have not tried, because some openings are sacred and must be approached with a patience that proves their worth. I want to place in your palm the map I have been drawing in secret, the one where all the roads that look like uncertainty turn out to be ways home. Let curiosity keep us awake. Let suspense make us careful with each other's hearts. Let the unknown be a room we enter together, hand in hand, light in pocket. If the world blurs, we will adjust the focus. If the noise rises, we will tune our days to the frequency of kindness. If fear arrives, we will set out 2 chairs and ask it what it has come to teach us. Then we'll walk it to the door together. We will practice the ordinary courage that sustains great love, the courage to listen first, to apologize before pride gets a word in, to protect each other's rest, to celebrate small victories as if they were festivals. So here is my quiet dare to both of us. Keep choosing. Choose to show up when the day feels thin. Choose tenderness that outlasts anger. Choose the unglamorous rituals that build a home. A note by the kettle. A hand held an extra second. A question asked twice just to be sure. Choose to forgive the falter, to learn the lesson, to try again. Not because love is fragile, but because love is alive and therefore deserves fresh air, sunlight, and care. If you are standing at the threshold wondering whether to risk this depth, consider this my lantern raised. Step through. I will meet you with both hands open and a future we can build in patient layers. The world is vast, yes, but so is the goodness we can make of it. Let's go where our vow points. Let's be relentless with our kindness and extravagant with our presence. Let's write the days until the days start writing us, and be grateful for every line,